In today's video, let's talk about the pros and cons of meal plans. Now, I am definitely not against meal plans at all. I think they serve a purpose, especially if you have a very busy lifestyle. And the idea of logging and tracking your calories just adds more stress and anxiety in your life. Having a meal plan can kind of make things mindless at first and help you kind of break out of old habits, establish new habits, even give you an idea of portion sizes, what portion sizes suit you best in order to lose fat and achieve the lean physique that you're going for. And throughout that process, paying attention to how your body's responding, making the necessary adjustments. So you may have a set meal plan, but if your fat loss starts to slow down a little bit, you just reduce your portion sizes once again. But there are limitations to meal plans. There's no doubt about it. One of them is I think it gives you this impression that there are certain foods or certain meals that are ideal for losing fat. That's been the observations that I've had from clients who have come to me, who have worked with previous coaches in the past, who have provided them with meal plans. And I don't provide my clients with meal plans. I have a preference to help my clients really improve upon their natural eating tendencies. And that can be foreign to them. Like, they're not used to having this nutritional freedom. They're not used to realizing that, well, I can eat whatever I want as long as it hits my total calories for the day, but also having the awareness that what's in their best interest is to improve upon how they're eating. So I look through their food journal, give them some advice, looking at their macronutrient breakdown. I don't require like a certain macro ratio for each of my clients. I just like them to observe how they feel. Let's say if their carbohydrates are up at like 60% compared to 40%, is there a difference? If their fat is below 20%, do they notice a difference in how they feel, what their health is like compared to like upwards of 30%, what they feel like when they are consuming more protein, whether it's 20% of their diet comes from protein or upwards of 30, maybe even 35% protein. Do you feel more satiated? What foods satiate you more? So it's more of an educational experience. I kind of liken it to like a meal plan is like giving someone a fish. Teaching you how to build upon your own natural eating tendencies is like teaching you how to fish. So giving you a fish you can eat for the day, teaching you how to fish, you're going to eat for life. So that's really why, yeah, it would be easy for me to give you a meal plan. You could achieve your results by following that meal plan. But what happens afterwards? It's not really, it doesn't prepare you for like real life situations. What happens when someone invites you out for dinner? If that's not a part of your meal plan, how can you be flexible with that approach? Allow yourself to make a responsible food choice, meal choice when you go out to that restaurant. Eat responsibly with the portion size there. If you go a little bit over, knowing that you can balance things out throughout the week. It's not so much about the calories for the day when you're in fat loss mode. It's really looking at the calories for the week. So if your goal is 2,000 calories for the day in order to lose fat, you're looking at 14,000 calories for the week. So maybe you go out with your friend for dinner and you consume 2,400 calories. Well, you can eat 400 calories less during the next few days, like in total. So maybe 200 calories less tomorrow, 200 calories less the day before. So 1,800, and get back up to 2,000 calories after that. And it's going to balance out at the end of the week. So learning that, but really paying attention to the foods, the meals that satiate you the best, the meal frequency that suits you best, really having that heightened sense of awareness with how you're feeling with each meal. So when you do allow yourself the flexibility, the freedom to consume your favorite treat, go out with a friend, maybe have an alcoholic beverage, you pay attention to how you feel afterwards and kind of decide, was that worth it? And if you're going to have a treat, really deciding that, you know what's in my best interest is having a treat that I truly enjoy, and really savoring every bite, savoring the entire experience, the sip if you're having an alcoholic beverage. So that is the beauty I find of not following a meal plan. Meal plan can have its place in the beginning. And really, when you think about it, when you are logging your calories, you're tracking your food intake there, paying attention to your macronutrient breakdown, building upon your own natural eating tendency, you tend to have certain meals that you're consuming each and every day. For myself personally, if you follow this channel for any length of time, I usually have like that protein shake for breakfast there, one cup of homemade kefir, 1 cup of unsweetened vanilla cashew milk, an axolotl of spinach, a banana, and a scoop of protein powder. I have that each and every day for the most part. My second meal is usually the 4 free-range eggs from my friend's local farm, some mixed veggies. In the bowl, I have 2/3 cup oats, 140 grams of frozen mixed berries. And then my third meal, usually post-workout, is 260 grams of plain Greek yogurt, 140 grams of frozen mixed berries. Dinner, I get a little bit of variety in there, but I really do have about like 5 to 7 go-to dinner meals that I cycle through. I do tend to have like salmon a lot, along with either rice or sweet potatoes and a veggie, oftentimes asparagus or Brussels sprouts. I love baked Brussels sprouts. And oftentimes I'll have like a chicken fajita bowl, a tuna steak. Just there's certain go-to meals that I'll have on a regular basis. So basically you create your own meal plan based on the foods you're consuming. You just learn to portion out those meals that you have on a regular basis to hit your calorie target for the day. And then again, I'm monitoring my clients' food journals so I can see, all right, a macronutrient ratio is low, let's boost this up, let's make some slight little adjustments. Maybe if you consume this food, do a little swap here and there. It's gonna, let's play around and see how you feel with that different macronutrient ratio, see if you're feeling better. Making sure that you're getting an adequate micronutrients. I think that's the biggest thing with a lot of the clients that come to me. Oftentimes I'm getting them to consume more veggies to make sure that they're getting an adequate amount of each micronutrient, and I find it really helps fill up their stomach. So it creates more food volume with each meal. So you have veggies with each meal. It can fill up your stomach more while providing your body with the nutrients it needs to feel your best, perform your best, and give the best yourself to all that you're doing throughout the day. So that's always a big change, and again, a big eye-opening experience. And again, learning to kind of find those veggies that will work for you. A lot of people like the sliced peppers. For myself personally, like I said, the baked Brussels sprouts. I never used to really like Brussels sprouts all that much until I learned to bake them. Sometimes in the air fryer, it tastes great to put your mixed veggies in there. I'm not a huge fan of like the broccoli and cauliflower there. It's okay. I'll sprinkle on some pink Himalayan salt, some ground black pepper. Sometimes I'll put like salsa on top, or even like a spicy mustard or something. It's a little bit lower calorie topping just to spice it up, give it a little bit of flavor there. But when I bake them in the air fryer them, I do really enjoy those particular veggies there, but I usually go for like asparagus. I really enjoy Brussels sprouts. I really enjoy red peppers. I really enjoy. So I try to incorporate those a little bit more often, but I know like the broccoli and cauliflower is really good for me, especially my male hormone health. So I try to work those in, especially when I'm having my eggs there. Oftentimes I just steam them there. So that works for me. And again, so I'm just always trying to improve upon the quality of food that I'm consuming, really focus on trying to consume mostly whole, natural, nutrient-rich foods for a number of reasons. First of all, it's going to provide my body with the fuel to perform its best, but I find like the whole, natural, nutrient-rich foods tend to satiate you more, whether it's oats, the fiber in the oats, the fiber in the veggies. Sweet potatoes and rice can be a pretty good volume of food, and loaded with, especially the sweet potato, loaded with nutrients to serve you best. The eggs, again, I used to be like just egg whites for the longest time there when it came to food volume. I found it gave me a lot of gas, not the stinky gas. It was not good. So I stopped consuming just the egg whites. I started consuming whole eggs. So much better on my digestive system, no more gas. So again, pay attention to all those different things, paying attention to how your digestive system responds to these different foods. And again, just making subtle changes here and there, because if you do a complete overhaul with your nutrition, it can throw your digestive system off at first. So you got to give it a little bit of time. And again, having that heightened sense of awareness, don't just assume if you make one change one day, how your body responds that day is how it's always going to respond. You got to give it a little bit of time. Even like I have clients who prefer to eat end their last meal like 6 o'clock, 6:30 at the latest, giving themselves like 3.5, 4 hours between their final meal and bedtime. They find they sleep better when they have their meal a little bit further away from bedtime there. Some people sleep better when their meal is closer to bedtime. So again, this is really where, like, if you're given a meal plan just based on what I think is best for you, the meal frequency that I think is best for you, the best foods that you should consume there, you're not going to have that heightened sense of awareness to how your body's responding to the timing, the number, the frequency, and the actual foods that you're consuming. So that's really where I prefer to have this, to learn to be flexible with your nutrition. Have some structure in place, kind of like having your own personal meal plan based on the foods that you're already naturally consuming, but trying to improve upon them. And when you have that flexibility, you don't have, there's less guilt involved. Hopefully you eliminate the guilt from that situation because you realize that you can eat these foods responsibly and still hit your calorie target for the week, still make progress at the end of the week. A really fascinating experience recently here in the Lose Fat, Get Jacked Inner Circle and with my coaching clients here. With the Lose Fat, Get Jacked app, I recently added the feature which includes auto-generated meal plans. So you enter in your calorie target, the macro ratio that you kind of want to aim for, and it's going, and the number of meals that you prefer to eat for the day, and it's going to generate a meal plan for you. It's really great at first seeing it, and a lot of members and clients were excited. They got to see new recipes, like, oh, they're all excited about trying the new recipes there. But like after the first day or two, they realized it's just not really good. Like they didn't really enjoy it as much as they thought they were going to enjoy the freedom of just having this meal plan, not really having to think of things. You just follow the meal plan and you're good to go. They just preferred to work within their own natural eating tendencies. If they wanted to try a new recipe, they could try a new recipe and work that into their calorie target and their typical eating for the day. So I think these days of having this meal plan built into the Lose Fat, Get Jacked app are numbered. It may just be this month, a little experiment here. And again, I was hesitant. I've been thinking about adding it in there for a little bit, but again, like I said, I prefer to teach my clients how to fish rather than just give them a fish. But I thought, you know what, for those who may want, they're just starting off, they want to have a meal plan at first, it may be good for them to kind of get the ball rolling and then guide them through the process how to build their own meal plans and work within their own natural eating tendencies. But just based on the experience within this first couple of weeks here, I think we're going to be done with it and get back to what I have basically known all along to be best for my clients, not only in their success right now, but really setting them up for long-term success and really joy in life, joy in this overall experience, and a real sense of pride, achievement, accomplishment, because they're doing the work. I'm just giving them subtle little guidance with the calorie targets to aim for and looking at their food journals and maybe subtle little changes they can make. But oftentimes just me asking questions like, how are you feeling with this frequency? How did this meal make you feel? And what changes do you think you would like to make, like improve? How would you feel? How do you think you would like to improve upon with the meals that you're consuming right now? So really it's pulling them, it's getting them to think for themselves and really set them up for themselves up for long-term success. Because really I'm always improving upon my nutrition, even up to this point right now. I think it's going to be an ongoing journey. That's really the beauty of this overall experience. So yes, I think meal plans have their place. I think it's even better when you create your own meal plan based on your own natural eating tendencies. But if you have a meal plan that you can follow, again, like I said, it can give you some structure in the beginning. It can give you an idea of portion size, portion control. It can make it a little bit mindless, a little bit effortless for you in the beginning. But again, I encourage you, if you are following a meal plan, to eventually kind of wean yourself off of it and learn to be more flexible with your diet and really learn to have a heightened sense of awareness, trying all different kinds of foods and seeing what works best for you. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do me a huge favor and smash that thumbs up button. I'd really appreciate it. If you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that alert button so you're notified each time I upload a video. If you know a fellow bro who would benefit from watching today's video, please do me a favor and share it with them. Before I go, I would love to hear from you down in the comment section below. Share your thoughts, share your insights, share your feedback, and your own personal experiences. Have you followed meal plans yourself? How did that work for you? Pros and cons of it for yourself? Or do you work upon your own natural eating tendencies now? Maybe you tracked calories for a little bit. Now you no longer have to. I don't track calories anymore. I put in that work up front. I just do it every once in a while just to see how my eyeball experience has been. If I'm still on point, usually it's pretty spot on. I'm very consistent with things. So again, would love to hear about your experiences down in the comment section below. Don't forget to download your free guide, Lose Fat, Get Jacked. Have yourself an amazing day. Catch you in the next video.